Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the First Descendant running on PC. Okay. Oh, hey, Color Place. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope your night's good. Okay, they really did this place up. I mean, this is way more than I would have expected them to do for Halloween, you know? I think it's a little strange how big Halloween is, kind of across the world. I think it's a very different holiday for sure. Guess all these girls like playing dress up anyway, so it sort of makes sense that they would like Halloween. I need more precise. Yeah, we need so many of those. There goes my fight money. Well, you know, I'm like I think I'm almost there with her build. I think we need to find some way to get more HP though, because at 16k, it's not really quite enough to. I mean, it's okay, but you will find that there are times where you'll likely die if you're playing public games. So it's the only bad thing about having it be this low. Maybe we need at least 20 or 22, I think, to be a little more successful. The problem is, how do we want to get there, right? I mean, we have to give her some firearm attack, so you know we can't just traverse this board and get more that way. Although ideally, that's what you would do if you just wanted a bunch of HP. Oh yeah, well he just comes in to say hi. Honestly, I think we just had like a bit of a misunderstanding when he first dropped in. Still only gets me at 16k. I just need just a little more than 16k. That's the problem. Ideally, you would want like 20k, like somewhere around there. The other thing we could do is we could try to get like overwhelming shield. Because I think overwhelming shield is at a higher percentage than overwhelming HP. I just don't know, like, if we can break 20k. I mean, other than that, I'm actually okay with this build as it is. It does pretty good damage. You know, the survivability is really good. It's just until you run into some of the bosses where they might take you out. We did overwhelming shield instead. Then I'd have to pump money into. I'd have to pump stuff into shield. See, because here we only get 14k with 53. Why do I have 53k in defense? What the hell's giving me so much defense? What the? Oh, I see. It's from the components. I was like, why am I? The defense stat is kind of useless. It's still useless, unfortunately. In which case, we could take a slightly different route. Since now we're concerned about building shield. These are affinity buffs. I don't think those are as important. Still at 14k. It's just not good enough. It really isn't. We can make this increase shield, I guess. Still at 14k, I guess. It's not the max, is it? Or maybe it only gets calculations through components. That wouldn't make any sense if that was true. So we could take all of these away. Yeah. 10k is definitely not enough. Yeah, I just don't think we get... I don't think numbers are as good if we do overwhelming shield. Because if we look at our base, I mean our base is like 3k and 4k health. I mean 4k health is not... That's barely even good for normal difficulty, much less hard difficulty. We could try to run up top here. I think there's HP or MP up here. Skill cooldown. Strangely enough, I don't really need skill cooldown in this build. I think there's plenty of cooldown as it is. register my button presses, thank you. Oh, that's right, I took away the modules. Loses my cursor sometimes for some reason. Oh, I want Spear and Shield. Spear and Shield would be weird with the build. Oh, how did I get over there? Losing my mind. Oh, that's how. The cursor occasionally just goes away. That's worse now. It's only 10,000. Yeah, I don't know how well a shield build. Like, I'm sure there's a build out there that uses shield. And maybe I'm not approaching this correctly, but... Oh, stop that. Damn it, why? Why? That just gets us 12,000 HP. Still, that's better than 10,000. But not good enough. There's not necessarily a good way to get here. Gets me 17. God, it's just not enough. Well, let's run this and see if it's terrible or not. It may be. Maybe this is the worst build that I've made so far. Could be. Who knows? See if I live. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button.
지원이 필요합니다. 현재 예상했어.
Yeah, read my button press. It's so dumb. I don't know what does that.
괜찮으십니까? 네, 신속한 조치 갑니다. 목표
The farming is better, yes. They gave us more opportunities. I like the where they repositioned the chests too. Those are in much better places. Now, better is relative, right? I mean, it's still not great. Stuff. What the hell? Nice.
실드 재충전이 필요하다. 목표 설정. 목표 선정.
This is so annoying to deal with. Jumps around everywhere.
목표 설정. 표적으로 제거. 목표 선정. 거기까지다.
Yeah, well, they increased the RK tuning board too, so all those values in the RK tuning board are more generous this time around. So yeah, you could get back to the levels that you used to be at. Overall, good moves on their part. I mean, they did a good job. They listened to the feedback and saw how people were playing and made adjustments. So, yeah. I'd say it was a good patch. Plus, they really did the lobby crazy. Like, I was expecting just like a couple decorations here and there, not like, well, not a complete transformation, but, you know, a very expensive one if somebody was throwing a Halloween makeover. Like, I'm not 100% sure how big Halloween is in Korea. I think it's fairly big. It's not really a native holiday or anything, obviously, so... but I think it has just kind of become a big thing.
우리는 쓰러지지 않는다.
Still won't give you enough keys, though. You only get 6 keys, so there's usually more than 6 chests for you to but that's okay. Farming is better. Although, you know, I'm still need 2 swords of each, so it's not like I'm gonna get those swords anytime soon. Yeah, I went with Malevolent here for her, just because the damage is so much better than the Albion. Even with this thing being top tick native, if you use her #1 to shoot off her full ice class, and that also freezes the opponent. That causes a chain reaction to freezing. Slightly more advantage to use this than the Albion. Yeah, Halloween is always a party wherever you go. It's kind of a ridiculous holiday, but you know, it's fun. You know, candy's cheap. If you don't care about your teeth and you don't mind getting diabetes. This is a new place for me, so we'll see if we get any trick-or-treaters. I mean, I don't expect any in this particular neighborhood, so. But you never know. I've been surprised before. This is the bad thing about having only 16 or 17k health. This guy can wipe you out. Well, I was hoping I could eke out 20,000, and I think I could survive. But there will be times where I just can't make it. Especially if I'm in the middle of shooting my sniper and I need a whole bunch of those discs. Not sure if I'm into the mummy costumes. I didn't realize they'd have the little butt sash on them. It's like, oh, these girls are covering their ass for once, but only as mummies. Not with any of their other clothes. Somehow I'll just eat it.
뛰어가라.
Just not quite enough health. I guess maybe I need to copy
그럴 건 내가 다시 내 신경 쓰인다고.
maybe Luna's build,
녹여 삼겨.
but she's not going to have the same core build. Not really that great of a-
목표 삼겨. 목표 설정. 목표 삼겨. 실드 재충전이 필요하다. 표정 확인. 구동 자세. 기동. 목표 선택. 기동.
the middle of sniping.
다시 쉽게 일자리로 목표 실드 전략 성공. 목표 3명. 목표 확인. 위험한데? 많이 아플 거야.
That's why 17K is not good.
목표 설정. 목표 3명.
Let me see. What did we do for Luna? There's so many of these. Yeah, I mean, she's almost there. She's actually pretty strong, but I think they just need just a little more work with her. I think it's a little weird you can't copy module setups from Descendant to Descendant. Depend on screenshots, just to see how I can work this out. Really, I think her damage is just fine. It's just that her survivability is really low. I mean, they can just overwhelm her, and she just doesn't have enough hit points. Because I can do a ton of damage. But, you know, what good is your damage if you're just falling down dead all the time? Actually, here, let's just. I don't know why the cursor drifts sometimes. Accelerant. Skill extension. Oh, I see. And skill extension. We basically want her to be singular. She only has one ability that's dimension. Oh, I don't have a slot. Need another cerulean. these around anymore. I guess technically I don't really need that. At least get me to 23k as far as my shield goes. I still either need crits or something. What's my MP now? MP's at 407. I think that's still pretty good. There's such small increments. Well, it's kind of an unusual arcade tuning board, but I think she will at least live now. And living is very important to her. I think her biggest weakness, at least compared to the other Descendants, is she's just not fast either. Like, I cannot keep up with other Descendants in a 400%. They will just smoke me. I will be left behind. Because everybody else is just so much faster. And no matter, I mean, I think it's very difficult to get her at the same speed as the other Descendants. Just with the way that she has to build herself. And if she wants to use her crit ability, I mean, that dramatically slows down her movement. But you have to use that crit. I mean, that's the thing that makes her effective. faster everyone is. They're just way fast. Oh, temporary unavailable. Like if I just keep up, I could actually do a ton of damage, but you just cannot. And you have to use her number 3. I mean, that's the whole reason she exists, is that number 3. Because then you go from, you know, 40% crit to 100%, or 90%, 94, 95, somewhere around there. I mean, you basically cap out. I know, my poor Haley. They haven't gotten around to her yet. When they do finally make some changes to her, I'd be curious to see what they do. Just like anything else, it's really the movement. It's the movement penalty which really hurts her. If she didn't have that movement penalty, then she could, I think, be even more effective. Wait, is my cooldown 35 seconds? Oh no, what the hell did I do? That might be a little long for cooldown. Well, this is why the Luna build isn't quite 100% for her. I didn't think that was like a huge cooldown penalty. Huh, why is it so large then? I don't think it's normally like that. I guess she doesn't really need skill range. Not for what she does. So we probably need nimble fingers at least. What is that? Oh no, what the heck? Here, go over there. Unfortunately, I don't think she has a good... I don't think any of these guys are good for her. Mainly because none of her skills match any of these descriptions. I think that's why everybody picks Power Beyond, because it's just 15%. I think technically, Death by a Thousand Cuts, I think that works with her number 1. So technically this one does work for her. Yeah, see, it does. That just gives me more cooldown. Multi-explosive. But that's just for her number 1. I mean, we only use her number 1 to get enemies with frostbite, and then once frostbite initiates, then the gun executes frostbite, and that causes all the explosions everywhere. So it's actually really just a starter. Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to have to give her some sort of trigger module in the next update for her. Because, yeah, she really doesn't have anything. I mean, a couple of the Descendants don't have anything. But I guess that's why they want Power Beyond. I mean, that's the kind of the catch-all. Even though Power Beyond's description wouldn't make you think that it just works for everyone. I guess that's their way to, get people by until they make some more of those. Two Serenas and a dance dance Luna. I mean, these guys are totally gonna leave me behind. Am I even gonna be able to shoot at anything? I guess I shoot at the boss. And it's the speed version of Serena. If they were the slow ass version of Serena, then maybe I could keep up. I'm very dead. Didn't even bring out the shotgun. Yeah, I do like that build. That build, you can either use Malevolent or the Restored Relic, and I mean, you basically just completely sweep this. The Void Erosion Purge. I mean, nothing can stop you. I think technically you're a glass cannon, like you don't have that many hit points. But you, I mean, it's 1 or 2 shots, or it's 2 or 3 shots to kill an enemy. And then you know, with her number 4, that damage spreads across the entire room. So it's like, well, you don't have a lot of hit points, but you don't ever have anything ever kill you. So it kind of doesn't matter. Let's say, am I going to do this solo? I mean, I can. Because people can't survive, thankfully. At least with, you know, 23,000 shield. Can't survive with 16k. It is very, very difficult to survive alone. I think this build basically just works as far as if you really want to use if you don't want to use her, you know, you just love her character. But you know, you better serve playing another character. When we want to use her, you know, this works out. At least you'll live, and you'll still do a pretty big chunk of damage. Every other build I've seen where they made some Season 3 adjustments for Haley, I mean, they've all been pretty pathetic as far as the HP or the shield that you get. And I've tried like quite a few builds that people have presented. I die very easily on all of them. Like, I don't even know how to test this stuff. I don't feel like a lot of testing goes on, quite frankly. Somebody put a build out there and just, like, not even use it. You know, just a theoretical numbers game. At least here you see me use it in a public game, and I'm not completely getting eviscerated. Seconds for that. Wow, that is a long time. I didn't realize it was that long to do this one. Oh, it's normally 50 seconds, so 31 seconds is pretty good. $50 seconds for the number 2? It's not that strong. I don't know why it needs to have that long of a cooldown. Seems unnecessary. Well, only one Serena. 2 Serenas I don't even get to shoot at any. I just wish I liked playing that way. I just really don't like playing. You know, playing, you know, the turbo build. And it is super effective. I mean, look how well she's doing. Is there somebody? Oh, we did. So, like, nothing's wrong.
재장전. 목표 충전. 불꽃으로. 목표 설정. 목표 선별. 꽤 시릴 거야.
Ah, I hate when he ducks behind there. Dang it. Target, they can't see you.
탄창 교체.
I'm not getting a position, he's already dead. Yeah, like I said, I don't know about this costume. I mean, I guess the only like good thing about it is that it could be a real costume. Like you could probably make this. Well, maybe there's like somebody actually selling something like this. But man, I mean, these decorate. I mean, I wish my house looked like this.
새로운 연구라면
Halloween and Thanksgiving are, you know, the only holidays I really like. Oh, and Labor Day, but you know, it depends on if where I'm working gives me the day off or not. It depends on how much my whatever company I'm working for actually appreciates labor. Let's give me skill cooldown. Yeah, the hunter set works out for her because it's more skill cooldown, and then the MP recovery because her what's this thing actually called? Yeah, her Cold Fury. I mean, that just completely drains your MP. So you really have to have, you know, either a big pool of MP or a way to reduce the cost of MP. Alright, well, let's get her leveled up. Then maybe I can work on Sharon next. I think by then we'll have at least one of the swords all the way upgraded, and we can use the sword with Sharon's style, her stealth gameplay. I think that's going to work out pretty well. I think she'll finally be able to do enough damage with the sword as her build. It's weird because in Season 1, she basically could do the most damage of any of the Descendants at the time. If she went into stealth mode, and you did the bomb build, I mean, you were doing like 6 million damage per enemy. Now 6 million is, not exactly a lot, with all the enemies, having 40 million hit points. But yeah, for a while it was fun just one-shotting every single enemy in the room. But yeah, she's not quite capable of doing that with the new content anymore. But her dagger build is, at this point in time, the most strong build that she has, and she can actually do really, really well. She can solo Void Erosion Purge with Buff they gave her. Or some people can. I don't know if I can play like that. I don't think my aiming's that good. As they say, aim is so bad you have to sit down to pee. I hit that thing once. I was just kidding. Bunny. I don't know why they needed to buff you. But she's sort of the queen of the 400%. Sharon's far behind. Yeah. I mean, unless she's your favorite character, I mean, there are better characters, but she's a really good one. The area suppression build is really, really, really good. I was surprised I saw somebody play it when I was playing earlier in the morning. It was shocking. I was like, wow, that is a lot of damage. Man, I think she could have easily soloed the Void Erosion Purge, just based on my playtime with her. Because you can build that. You can have a build where you're just where the cooldown is basically nothing, and you can just shoot those daggers all day, and you can use the sword as much as you want. Since the sword technically does more damage, unless you hit something with every single blade, then the blades do more damage. It'll be so funny to have ultimate Inez. I don't even know if anybody will ever play another character again once they make her ultimate. Like, do other characters need to exist? Ultimate Inez? I'm pretty sure they don't. Look at us, all of us running around fast as we can. This is why I like this game, though. Why I, couldn't go back to Warframe or Destiny. This shit happens so fast. You don't have a lot of time to play a game, and this is the game. If you're a typical Korean worker whose short week is 65 hours, then probably something like maybe even what they did. Change their name? I could have swore I could just I could just rip those off like in 5 or 6 seconds. I don't know why they would. I don't know why they would nerf her. Like, of all the characters to nerf. I'm pretty sure I could do her number 2 with only a 10-second cooldown. I'm just surprised that the base cooldown is 50. I mean, that's a long time. I guess maybe I just need to throw a shitload of cooldown modules in here. I'm sure this has changed. There's no way this was ever 50. 50 seconds? That's not even her best. That's not even her best move. Her best is her unique weapon. I'll have to check what everybody else says. I'm pretty sure that was lower. I just don't remember it being that long. Can't be bothered to shoot all the enemies. Got shit to do. It's so funny, she's just leaving stuff. I was like, you know, we gotta kill that stuff, or else the checkpoint doesn't show up. I still don't understand how chill Descendants can get frozen. Another thing that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I really cranked up the HDR in my TV. That was like, all the explosions are extra bright. this little guy.
기다려. 목표 확인. 탄창 교체. 목표 선별.
Wait 30 seconds. That cat emote, so funny. Too late to hit wall crasher.
모듈에 대한 건 뭐든 물어보세요.
Oh, that's right. I have to enhance the slot, not the module. You can tell I've worked on Haley for quite a while. So many of these have multiple multiple socket types. It's the same way with my my Luna. I mean, I think almost all the sockets have almost all the socket types. Just because I messed around with her so much. Especially the Ultimate Luna. You know, it took a while before I found something I was happy with. I really got to work on my frame. I didn't want to.
무덤이다.
Only later that last time we restored.
다 버려라. 많이 아플 거야. 많이 아플 거야. 네 무덤이다.
I don't even have an experience booster on. It just takes like nothing for these levels.
많이 아플 거야.
At least once you get to the hardest one. It takes a while on the normal. Get that all the stuff.
좀 닦고. 저리 비켜. 네 무덤이다. 많이 아플 거야. 하! 탄창 교체. 장전. 많이 아플 거야. 고통스러울 거야. 네 무덤이다. 많이 아플 거야.
Well,
고통스러울
at least we can confirm that I was locked into that bad ending in Wuchang. I don't know if it's the worst ending, but it's been one of the bad endings. Didn't give that chisel
네 무덤 저리 비켜.
to that scholar dude. I was like, oh, you know, no matter what else you do, as soon as you give that chisel away, that's the ending you get. Even if you do all the other stuff to get the other endings. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a bummer. It's just that one decision. Which, you know, seemed like a good idea at the time. It's also weird to get the best ending. You have to answer that last riddle wrong. You had to give it the wrong answer. Because they were drilling that into your head about what the right answer is. And it's like, oh, well, you want the best answer. You want the best ending. Don't listen to what we said. But that's okay. I mean, I'll play through it again. I definitely want to do the bride dress quest, because we didn't even go to those 2 areas where you rescue all those people and send them off on the boat. Just because I did that palace boss too early. Which again, seemed like a good idea at the time. I think now that I'm getting close to the end of Wuchang, I really do appreciate it more. Even though, some of those bosses really did drive me crazy. It's like, I guess I just like Souls games that are not made by FromSoft. You know, I liked Stellar Blade more, although, you might debate whether or not that's a Souls-like. I like Wuchang. I like First Berserker Kazan. I like AI Limit. But if you asked me to play Elden Ring or Shadow of the Shard Tree again, I would say no. It's like I think I'm done with those games. And when they released Night Rain, I said, hey, it's a multiplayer only Elden Ring. I'm like, dude, that's the worst part of Elden Ring. Just lag. Even all those fan patches that added to online co-op. There's just something wrong with this game's engine. And they're gonna put Dusk Bloods on Switch 2. I can't even imagine what that's gonna run like. Probably like the very first Dark Souls. Whatever it was, like 20, 24 frames, 23 frames, something like that. I guess technically Demon Souls was the one that ran worse. I remember getting that and being like pretty excited for it when I got it for PlayStation 3. And I was like, oh my god, this thing runs like absolute crap. Wuchang's the game of the year for you? Mine's still Expedition 33. But I think Wuchang is up there, for sure. Unless another game comes along. Which I don't. I mean, there's only so many months of the year left. I don't know what else could be coming out. I mean, there is still Ninja Gaiden 4. That's coming out next week, so that might be up there too. Yeah, for sure. I'll try where winds meet. Although, have you seen the control scheme on where winds meet? I mean, that game is maybe ridiculous. Like, you can do a lot of stuff, but it's like a ton of button combinations. At least just based on the reviews of the Chinese version. I'm just like, who thought of this? Like, none of this makes sense. At least to start. I mean, I'm sure it'll make sense once we play it, but... Okay, so I see this is for a mouse and keyboard. Basically had no one tested this before. I have a feeling, I mean, you and I will probably like it. It's got like a bunch of stance switches, and it's got like a ton of flexibility with its combo system. It's got a lot of like unique moves for unique situations. Although I don't think it's meant to be like Souls-like hard. I don't think it's that kind of game. We'll see though. Maybe they'll change it a little bit for the Western release. And they'll make it, impossible for people who don't have free hands. It's like, oh no! I installed a third hand to play Where Winds Meet. It's like everybody's doing it in China. Oh. Where would you even put the third hand? Maybe I don't want to know. Being a pure gun descendant, there's definitely a disadvantage for only being good with guns. All the skill descendants, they pretty much make the top of the team. Even though Serena's gun build is her best build, still. Heavily dependent on the skills. Kind of surprised to see that at least the first hour of Pokemon ZA wasn't crap. So like, oh, this is actually not bad. I was actually having fun. I've been fun on a Pokemon game for like 10 years. just some not running like crap and also being a little bit different than normal Pokemon. So yet another game, yet another game to play. That's going to be like 100 hours. I miss it when games were like 8 hours. Not a lot of games are just 8 hours anymore. Every game's got to be 50.
모듈 연구소에 오신 걸
Heck, with
환영합니다.
Wu-Chang, I mean, just my first playthrough, I'm over 50. Did I do everything? Oh, that's right, this thing, well, these weapons take forever to level. Not only is it hard to get the sword, I mean, the swords take forever to level up, too. Well, double whammy. Oh, wait, what am I doing?
반가워요. 무엇을 도와드릴까요?
Oh, okay, boy. Why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching the First Descendant running on PC. And even the dog is like, what the heck? These things are huge. Calm down, lady. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Haley. Plus of everything.